Now, I'm not one to address things. I always ignore people who say things, but sometimes one must podla. Melugu podle. You know? I love PENUEL. I'm inspired by PENUEL. I've learned so much from PENUEL. I believe in PENUEL. And I believe PENUEL is going to become one of those amazing, big South African voices that are going to do us proud globally. I don't even think PENUEL's potential is limited to Southern Africa. I believe, for me, a PENUEL is as big as Andrew Tate is. For me, PENUEL is as big as Kanye West is. For me, PENUEL is one of those alternative voices that we've never had when we've had SABC 1, 2, 3 and ETV only in this country. Guys, this is a new era. This is the internet. People like me, when we notice talent or when we are blessed enough to come across such minds or to come across potential. That's how I've always been, even in the music industry. We will be drawn next to it and we will amplify that talent. With or without me, PENUEL has always been great, and it was even going to be greater. People criticize me and say PENUEL's views are that he's now a member of the AfriForum. He's selling out to black people. Why are you working with him? Hey, why are you working with PENUEL? Because PENUEL is not entirely for black people. PENUEL has always said that he's a non-racialist. He will work with anybody that is like-minded. And PENUEL has got his own views and is a grown man, and he's got his own views on his own platforms. Wherever he is, he says and he does his own things. I'm not in control of on any of that. But I'm one of those people that has been trained to look at the good in a person. And there's a lot of good in a person like PENUEL. I'm very blessed to have met that brother because of his mind, because of having an intelligent alternative voice. Because all of us have been brainwashed to sort of all say the same thing. Now we are cancelling this one. Everyone must run to the boot and cancel this one. I'm not like that. I don't run with the mob mentality. I'm all of your grotman. Tomorrow it might just be you that I just see talent with and I just want to work closely with you. And I help your star shine or even rise even further. But it doesn't mean without me you are not going to succeed. But maybe because I see potential in you, maybe when you're closer to me, your things happen even quicker or faster. Or because people see your association with me, they start seeing you differently. It probably opens doors for you. That's what I'm here to do. That's why my name is Busiso. I'm blessed to become a blessing. That's what I've always done in my career. When you're talking about the radio career, when you're talking about the music career, when you're talking about motivational speaking, inspirational speaking, authoring books, all of that work, I've always been surrounded by young people who are great in their own right now. I cannot name names. I've just only named PENUEL. But I can name so many names of a lot of names that you guys admire today of people who come from the school of Sbu. I'll put it that way for lack of a better word. I'll just flex my muscles a bit and say they come from the school of Igrotman. They come from my wisdom. They come from working with me, being next to me. There is no way they cannot succeed when they are no longer next to me unless it's up to them. It's up to them whether they succeed further as they fly on their own or they fail. It's none of my business. But when they were next to me, I make sure that I play the role that I was meant to play on earth of being blessed to become a blessing. And I become exactly that. With the amount of wisdom, the amount of positive energy that I ooze out of me, it rubs onto people that are around me. So if you don't use that influence or that inspiration of working next to me to go create your own things and succeed on your own, then that's totally up to you. And I just had to do this video and just tell you of how much I believe in PENUEL, of how much he's such a great, intelligent mind, of how many other intelligent voices like him who are alternative are needed. Because we are always just being brainwashed by this mainstream media that makes us think a certain way. Or a certain trend on Black Twitter that makes all of us want to cancel a human being or somebody because of their beliefs or because of a comment that they said, or because I'm able to single out things I do not agree with and the great and positive things that they have to offer. That's the type of person that I am. And I've just been blessed to have seen a person like PENUEL and have had to work with him just over the past year. Imagine this is only 1 year. Imagine the type of person he's going to become in the next 5 years from today. There's many other PENUELs out there. Are you one of them? And I'm also trying to encourage all of you guys as well to have an independent thought. Don't go with the mob mentality. Be an independent thinker. Be able to decide on your own. Have objective thinking. Be able to separate the good and the bad. And don't just be brainwashed to just be a cult follower of someone. Everything they say, you just agree with everything, you love everything. And when the mob says this, or when this person says this, now we have this, you know what I mean? Like, just don't be like that. Just be somebody who's able to think on their own objectively. Don't just go ngebandla. And I just had to do this video to admire my brother PENUEL and give him his flowers while I'm still alive, because I know this video is going to exist forever. At some point, PENUEL is going to be bigger than me. And I want him to be bigger than me, because that's what great leaders do. They produce other greater leaders. And that's what I've done with my career in this industry. And I'll continue to do so with or without you. Whether you hate on them or you hate on me or you drag me or you don't, that's what I'm brought on here on earth to do. I'm living out my purpose. I'm blessed to become a blessing, and I'll forever bless other children, whether you drag me for it or you don't. So PENUEL, my brother, keep going. We are here and we are here to stay. We are alternative voices. Silago internet. Those days of only SABC 1, 2, 3, and 4 and the mainstream media running the narrative in the country are over. Internet, la internet la. Siyayenza into yethu. Asibangene boy.